Welcome to Quarantine with Clark, the show that asks West Dodge Station staff questions kids want to know, and some they probably don't care about. I'm your host, Mr. Clark, and it is Hawaiian Day today. My guest today is Mr. McAllister, one of our tremendous fifth grade teachers. Aloha, Mr. McAllister. Welcome to the show. How you doing today?
Aloha, Mr. Clark. I'm doing really well, thank you.
Good to hear. So I just want to ask you a few questions just to let the kids from West Dodge Station get to know you just a little bit better, if that's okay.
Absolutely, that's okay.
All right. My first question is, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in a small town called Fairbury, Nebraska. It's about 2 hours from here, and it's about 9 miles from the Kansas border.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one sister. Her name is Christy. She is a couple years older than me. She's 3 years older than me, and she lives in Lincoln.
Okay. What about kids? Do you have any children?
My wife, Katie, and I have 3 children. Our oldest, Owen, is 6. Our middle son, Ethan, is 4. And then our daughter, Delaney, is 18 months old.
So right now during this quarantine period, you definitely have your hands full, and it sounds like you're probably doing some kindergarten homework as well.
Yes, I have found out that kindergarten math is a lot harder than I thought it was. So, yeah.
I bet it is. What about hobbies? What hobbies do you have?
So I'm really big into sports. I really love baseball, even though it's not on right now. But I really love watching sports, and then I enjoy reading. My wife and I usually spend a lot of time reading, and then every once in a while turning to each other and saying, "Oh, hold on one second, let me finish this page, and then you can ask a question." We read quite a bit at our house, and then we watch a lot of sports, and then we just kind of enjoy being outside. So
okay. What about pets? Do you have any pets at home?
Currently, we do not have any pets. Our dog Cooper recently just passed, but my boys are kind of looking to get in the market for another pet. I would be very pro hamster or gerbil, but we're going to wait and see.
So other than sorry, I had a little technical difficulty there. Other than getting married and having kids, what has been the most exciting moment of your life?
Oh boy, we built the house that we live in now, and so it was really kind of exciting going through the process of building a house and moving in. But honestly, probably the first day of teaching every year is kind of just the most exciting part for me, kind of getting to meet my new class and getting to kind of hang out with kids and getting to know them. But that first day of school is usually kind of the most exciting day for me, other than having children and being with them. Probably that first day of school is the most exciting for me.
That's a great answer. That's actually very true. It's an exciting day every year, just because of the simple fact we don't know what we're going to get. So what about any hidden talents that you might have?
Oh gosh, I make a lot of noises. Sometimes I can, I don't know. I walk around the classroom making a bunch of goofy noises, and sometimes kids look at me like, "What are you doing?" And it's just kind of how I think. So yeah, sometimes I can make some weird noises. Like stuff like that.
So actually, a bunch of other teachers have got hidden talents with playing the piano and the guitar, and I think Mrs. Eda can play the cello from 5th grade level. But Mr. Holt sings. I know you sing. Sounds like we could get a band going as soon as we get back together.
Yeah, for sure. I also played the trumpet. I played trumpet. I was first chair trumpet my sophomore, junior, and senior year in high school. So I was a pretty good trumpet player back in the day.
So there we go. We got another band member. Okay. Outside of education or teaching, what job would you absolutely love to do?
When I first started in college, I went into, I was in radio broadcasting. And so I really wanted to kind of be on the radio and do like either a morning show or just play, music in the evening kind of a thing. So I really think communications was something that I kind of liked until I got like after that first semester, I was like, nah, I really want to be a teacher. I really want to work with kids. So probably something like maybe in radio or, people always told me I have the face for radio. So, that was.
Yeah, that does kind of make sense, I guess. Okay, so growing up in Fairbury, what was your strangest or oddest job that you had?
So, and usually when I try to explain this to people, they're like, no way, this couldn't have happened. I actually worked in a plastics factory. So the way it worked, yeah, exactly. That's usually kind of the reaction I get. People are like, what? What they would do, it works with this thing called an injection molder. And it looked like a big train, like the engine of a train. And you'd move it over and it would shoot melted plastic into an injection molder, and it would make almost like a plywood sheet of plastic. And then they'd cut it and they'd send it to places like Australia. I think one time we sent something to like the United Kingdom over in England, and they would use it for like boat parts. So like stuff that could be out in the sun, almost like composite wood, instead of being wood, it was like a plastic. So, but I worked the graveyard shift. So I would work from 6 o'clock at night, or no, about 10 o'clock at night till about 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy. That sounds like a very kind of a strange, odd job.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I would tell my friends what I was doing, they're like, "You what? Like, no, whatever, man. Like, there's no way." Like, but yeah, that's what I do.
That's awesome. Okay, so do you sing the loudest in the shower, in the car, or both equally as loud?
I probably sing louder in the car, only because our running joke at our house is that my wife doesn't really like music. She does, but she doesn't. Like, I'm usually walking around, like I've got like portable speaker here. Like I walk around listening to music all the time, and she's very much a quiet person. And so if I was in the shower singing out loud, she would probably tell me to stop. So unfortunately for Owen and Ethan and Delaney, when we're going somewhere, if Dad's driving and Mom's not in the car, we've got the music cranked up and I'm just singing at the top of my lungs.
So then I'm guessing since you're a car singer, it's more windows down so that you're sharing it with everybody?
As long as it's the spring, summer, or fall, yeah. Yep.
I figured so. All right. So now, what is your go-to song when singing karaoke?
Okay, so I'm a huge Bon Jovi fan, and so "Blaze of Glory" is usually my go-to karaoke song. Yeah.
I could definitely see that. So, by the way, I'm writing all this down because when we're back together, we're all going karaoke, and every single person is going to be forced to sing. Nobody knows that yet until just now when I said it. So, people are probably going to be terrified after this. Just to give you a heads up.
I would totally be fine with that. The person who I'd love to see sing in front of everybody the most, though, is Mrs. Edick, because I know she has huge anxiety singing in front of people.
She's already said she's not doing it, but we know differently. Okay, superpowers, invisibility, or being able to fly.
I think I would want to be able to fly. That's always been a really tough one for me to answer, but I would definitely want to be able to fly.
That seems to be more of the consensus to everybody, I think. All right, now we're going to go into the lightning round. I'm going to ask you questions very quickly. You have to give me your answer as quickly as possible, but it's pretty easy because everything has to do with your favorite thing, okay?
Yep, sounds good. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. What is your favorite food and drink?
Steak and coffee.
Okay, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word is onomatopoeia.
You're the third person to say that. Favorite sound?
Probably all of my kids laughing.
Okay, your favorite smell?
Steaks on the grill.
Okay, your favorite type of music?
Rock and roll, baby. Give me some of that rock.
All right. Your favorite place to visit?
Probably my parents' house down in Fairbury, because we can eat whatever we want, we can watch whatever we want, and do whatever we want.
And finally, your favorite fifth grade teacher named Clark?
You probably?
Okay, good answer. Very well done. Just a couple more questions before we wrap things up. What are you doing to beat the boredom during our social distancing time away from school?
So one of the things we've been doing is trying to get our kids outside as much as possible. So we play with our kids quite a bit. And then the other thing I've been trying to do is I've been trying to read as much as I can. I've read a couple books already, and I'm hoping that I can get a bunch more done. But hopefully this all passes as soon as possible, and then we can get back to doing other things. But yeah, probably going outside and then reading.
Fantastic. And finally, what do you want to say to the kids of West Side Station?
Gosh, there's so much I want to say. I miss you guys tremendously. Not only kids that I've had in class, but kids that I see all the time. I know that this has been extremely difficult for a lot of people, and I just want you to know that I love each and every one of you. I can't wait to see everybody again soon, and I just really hope that you're going easy on your parents, and that you're doing everything that they ask you, because I know at our house, our kids have been doing a great job of that, and it makes things go so much easier. So I love you guys, miss you all, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right. I just want to give a huge mahalo to Mr. McAllister for joining me today. Visit me again soon for Quarantine with Clark. Aloha.